Video violence is one of the very first shot-on-video horror movies that I ever remember watching, and it also became my favorite of all time. This is the one that made me realize that not every great film out there has to have a certain budget, a specific cast, or even a phenomenal script. It just needs to have endless creativity and, above all else, heart. That's what makes a lot of these do-it-yourself shot-on-video films so special, is the amount of heart that they all encompass, from the director, writer, crew, cast members, and anyone else involved. And sometimes the sole individual behind these types of films are all of those things and more, because they are passion projects that they've always wanted to put together, and when the time is right, they just do it. They don't hold back, and they just make the movies that they want to make regardless of the outcome. And this one, Video Violence, there's a reason why I love this film so much. It was my first, and you never forget your first. But more importantly, Gary P. Cohen just knew what he was doing, and he knew what he wanted to do right from the beginning of putting this thing together, because he already had his universe figured out, his characters, his story, and how they were going to act and what they were going to say. Video Violence is a masterpiece in my eyes because it has a pace and cohesion that most of these types of films don't have, because a lot of other people that have made films like this just flew by the seat of their pants and put together what they thought would work, and most of the time they end up being unintentionally hilarious. But Video Violence has charm, Video Violence has grace, and Video Violence also has what you would expect from a dingy 80s horror flick about a married couple that moves to a new town so the husband can chase his dream of owning his own video rental store. It has plenty of videos with plenty of violence, and the whole idea behind this piece is what I already stated. Mr. Emery and his wife moved to this new town to start his own mom-and-pop video rental shop, and all of the inhabitants there seem to just want to rent gory horror movies and the occasional triple Xer from the back. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that, but things start getting weird. Someone leaves what seems to be a snuff film on the counter of Mr. Emery's video store. Him and the one and only employee watch it, and the guy that gets wasted in said tape is identified as Mr. Reggie Hobbs, the postmaster of their town. Mr. Emery goes to the police, talks to the chief, who really looks like the physical embodiment of Porky Pig. He doesn't believe him at all, and this sends Mr. Emery on this quest to figure out what the hell is going on and why the postmaster was chopped up on camera by the infamous Howard and Eli. If you've already seen Video Violence or are already a fan of this flick, you know how goofy and off-center these two nutjobs are, but they're not done yet. They're just getting started.
Sorry about this, Rick.
Howard and Eli make more and more movies that they somehow get onto Mr. Emery's counter without him noticing, and it gets to the point where the Emerys start figuring out that the entire town is in on it, and they all supply Howard and Eli with victims to make their little local snuff flicks. It's a horrible secret that the entire town participates in to keep their own tape trade active. Honestly, if this were to be remade by someone nowadays, it would be a massive piece of shit, and most younger people wouldn't get the whole layer of meta that's here with the single tagline, "Could this happen at your video store?" Because for the most part, video rental stores don't exist anymore, and the most renting people do these days is digitally with streaming. It's just not the same. But this whole town is full of sickies that want nothing more than to watch Howard and Eli and any other town patron here kill people on camera for the sake of it, and it just makes them feel good. And it's good for business. I just really think Video Violence is genius, and I don't think anyone else besides Gary P. Cohen could have pulled this off, because if someone else did it, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't have his level of quality. It wouldn't have the same nuance that the characters here do. There would be no movie in a movie titled A Vampire Takes a Bride, and there wouldn't be a demented deli worker slowly slicing pieces of someone's arm in his deli slicer. I think it would be awesome to own and operate my own video rental store to try and add to the retro renaissance that's been going on with physical media as of late, as long as I don't find out some seedy underground with disgusting people recording and hosting their own snuff films. Video violence should be seen and regarded as an 80s horror classic among the greats, but unfortunately it will never find a seat there next to Jason, Freddy, Pinhead, and the like. It will just never happen. If you're curious, here it is. Take it or leave it. I'm the Cinema Slayer. Goodbye.